Okay, going back to 1864 with the guy with the sunglasses. Into the fort entrance. 1864 Fort Clinch. It's 1864. The one they had signed to sign in 1864. So, Fort Clinch. Can't horseplay here. Okay, badge. Georgia Veterans Memorial State Park. And look, fresh picked cotton. Right in the cotton fields. Oh, cotton. An F-84, Republic F-84F Thunder Streak. So let's go look at the armor over there. It's the armor is here. M47 Patton tank. Patton medium tank. This is an M42 M4A2 E8 Sherman medium tank. This is an M3A1 General Stewart light tank. LVTP 5A1 landing vehicle track personnel. And this is an LVT-3C Bushmaster. Amtrak, U.S. Marines. Bell UH-1D Avatar Huey. 155mm gun, M1 the Long Tom. 57mm anti-tank gun. As you guys watch for fire anthills here. Russian 85mm divisional gun, D44. 37mm anti-tank gun, the M3. Russian 120mm mortar, M843. This is Lake Blackshear, and on that road over there, you take that road about 30 miles west of here, you'll get to Jimmy Carter's house. So this is Lake Blackshear, and the sun's in this was. Hopefully I can get a picture of that. The sun's over there. And this is the picnic area. Pine trees with the moss hanging. There's the marina over there. And that's the beach. You can actually go swimming on the beach at Lake Blackshear. There's another dock over there. Lake Blackshear. This is Georgia Veterans Memorial Park. I'm going to touch Lake Blackshear. touch the Lake Blackshear. And I'm gonna get a rock. It's a rock from Lake Blackshear rock. Up it. Foot Clinch State Park. Foot Clinch State Park. Where's the park? Here's Fort Clinch State Park. See? Fort Clinch. Barracks living in Civil War, 1864.
Hello again. Next song. Sarge is fond of Hell on the Wabash, so I'm trying to learn it. Not very good at it yet. Maybe play you one after that.
Thank you. Here's the map. Let's leave the barracks. Fort Clinch. This the beach fortifications. There's the St. Mary's River. Beach. Fort Clinch. Come up those steps. Get here. This is the Cumberland Sound. You see the mouth of St. Mary's River. St. Mary's River. Time to go to the toilet. There's a hole. Oh look, the chow hall. The laundry room. Get your laundry done here. Put some shooting. 4-inch canister, 4-inch, 3-inch canister shot. Some time fuses. Some government cannon powder, number 2. where in 1864 Union forces were positioned and attempting to take Kennesaw Mountain, which was defended by the Confederates. Up here, their goal, the Union forces were to charge up this mountain in June 1864. And this is the Camp Brumby Trail, which leads it's about a half-mile trail. Goes from a camp, I guess was a headquarters for the Union forces at the time, to take this mountain. Look at the deer! Deer! This was the Confederate O'Neill Crowell's Walters Division Loring Corps. Under this chair was here during the battle, so troops can take a rest on the way up. Some deer over there. Team deer. Walking around. In the climb up Kennesaw Mountain Trail, which was the Confederate defensive positions against the Union forces, which were below this trail. Union forces were here in June of 1864, trying to take this mountain to break the Confederate defenses of Atlanta. 65,000 Confederates against 100,000 Union forces fought here in June of 1864. And this is what General Sherman attempted to take, was Atlanta, which today is down there. That's what it looked like then, back in 1864. More Confederate. This is further up the mountain, Kennesaw Mountain. In this area is heavy fighting. You can see a firing port there, where Cannon probably held an overlooking position. And as you can see, the city down there. You can imagine in June of 1864, when this place was very hot and muggy. Today is very cold. But in June of 1864, it was a very hot, muggy day. June 3rd, 1864, as a matter of fact. June 3rd and 4th. And the Federal forces were trying to take Atlanta, and they were here fighting, trying to take the Confederate positions north up this mountain. A marker to a tribute of the 14 Georgians who were generals of the Confederate States Army in the Battle of Kennesaw Mountain, June 27, 1864. And down there's Atlanta, and that is where the Union forces came from to take this mountain, Kennesaw Mountain. Now we're going to shoot in a different direction. You're going to fire the .22 using these kind of rounds. Okay. 410 gauge, shooting the anthill. Okay, yep. 410 gauge, final round. The damage has been done. Shot it right there. Broke that piece of wood. Shot this up. And the anthill has been killed. Andersonville. National Historic Site. Andersonville. And here in Andersonville. Now here at Fort Clinch State Park, and it's a gloomy day on Amelia Island. As you can see, it's very rainy, but it's hopefully it won't get downpoured today, because I am at Fort Clinch State Park, which is the most northern, almost the northernmost part of Florida. So let's go to the park. Okay, it's 1864. Fort Clinch, the Civil War. Coming into Fort Clinch at Amelia Island. See the U.S. flag over there? Not very many stars on the U.S. flag then. So let's go into Fort Clinch. The invasion of Fort Clinch. It's in 1864. Watching out for Confederate troops. They're trying to take the fort to enter the St. Mary's River. So entering Fort Clinch. Fort Clinch. In the gateway of Fort Clinch. So now entering the pass into Fort Clinch. Into the fort. Fort Clinch. Here's the gateway of Fort Clinch. Fort Clinch. Barracks at Kennesaw Mountain National Battlefield Park, and this is where the battle begins. Kennesaw Mountain. Union forces were down here, and this was the early Confederate line at this point. And the battle goes further south into major confrontations. This is where the feint attack began. This is the Confederate line here. So we go further into the park and find more stuff. We're going to take a hike on the Kennesaw Mountain Trail. This is where the great battle was held. We're going to go see the Confederate and Union lines. Well, this is the Confederate line here, which was set in fortifications against the Union forces, which were down the hill, which were over there. Now I'm going to go on this trail, and there's the wooded area of the trail, and the Confederate lines were up the hill under General Johnston's 65,000 Confederate troops, which were defending against a force of about 100,000 troops, Union forces, led by General Sherman around June of 1864. It was a very hot day. And here we are, Kennesaw Mountain, 9/10 of a mile. And the Camp Brumby cutoff is 4/10 of a mile. So I'm going to go up the Kennesaw Mountain Trail, which is the more of the Confederate line forces were here. And so it's a little bit of a 9/10 of a mile trail. And so that's I'm on now to go into Confederate lines, which are here. Let's see what the sign says. This is Confederate picket post, rifle pits, These were the Confederate Confederate picket post. And the Confederate troops were here firing on the Union forces as they were trying to come up the hill. And that's what this was. Imagine June 3rd, 4th, 1864. This position was held by Confederate forces, fighting a last-ditch effort to defend against the Union forces under General Sherman from attacking Atlanta and going into Atlanta. This is where their positions held. This is Kennesaw Mountain. And you can see that over there was where a Confederate cannon was held. Was positioned. And down here you can see the town today. But just imagine it was a very hot, muggy day on June 3rd, 1864. And then going up the mountain, to Kennesaw Mountain. Some 2 deers up there. So like pretty young female deer, it looks like. Probably no more than a yearling. Still walking the Kennesaw Mountain Battlefield Trail. There's a trail. And down over there is Atlanta. You can see Atlanta, the downtown Atlanta. And this is where the Confederates were trying to keep the Federals from moving in. Back in 1864. This is where the battle was being fought. And behind me was the Confederate positions. If you're walking the trail. Looks like the U.S. government doesn't respect the Second Amendment. Oh look, a deer. See the deer? Go deer, go! Run, 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 run! Don't get shot! That was probably a yearling. We'll go look at some historical markers. The Confederate cannon, which is positioned here on Kennesaw Mountain in 1864. Defending Atlanta, which is down that way. And this is the Confederate positions. So that's where they were in late June 1864. On a very rainy day. So head on back. I think back in June of 1864. Federal troops were lined up in this field and they were attempting to go forward. Troops under General Sherman were ordered to go forward to face off with General Johnston's Confederate forces, which were defending this mountain. And look at it now, there's a road here. This is the Camp Brumby Trail. It goes into Camp Brumby. I'm doing a fast-paced walk because there's a movie 11:10 I'm going to watch. They were attempting to take this hill here, and this is the Camp Brumby Trail that I'm walking on right now. Coming into Andersonville Prison. This is what it looked like as you come in. Going through this set of doors. And you're in the stockade. When you come in this pen, and the prison guard is right there looking at you as you come in. You, world of lost spirits. Then you come in and say, welcome to Andersonville. And there it is. Imagine 45,000 prisoners here as you get sent down the trail into the prison called Fresh Fish. This is the prisoner of war source of water during Andersonville. Of course, the stream looks better now than it did then. This is where they did all their drinking water and they did all their cleaning. And you can't go any further than this because here they have to say danger, keep out rattlesnakes in the stream. So I don't want to go in there because there's rattlesnakes down there. This is where these prisoners had their water source in 1864. I'm going to walk up to the the gate into the entry of Andersonville. So this is the Wisconsin Monument. Let us have peace. Monument erected by the state of Wisconsin. And this is Andersonville, site of the prisoner of war camp. In 1864. This monument was built in 1906. This is where 45,000 Union prisoners were held in 1864 until the end of the war.